Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Dean the Turkey Legster here for another edition of Storyland. And we are still in the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas time. And I'm back yet again to read some fun Christmas stories. And Yeah, so welcome in, and I'm going to get going on the stories in just a minute. Hope you're having a one hope sorry. Hope you are having a great evening. I am. I I was at Epcot. I was at Epcot yesterday, and I did a stream, and I did the Olaf's um, holiday tradition expedition, and on the stream I did went around the countries, and I found the Olafs, and I got the stickers on there, and I'm going to show you now as we open the stream. um so this is the holiday expedition, um holiday tradition expedition. um And so there's the game board, and then you had all the stickers on the back. All the stickers are on the board now. And so I completed that on the stream, and I did do a post on my social media and also um on the community page. I did a post, but here is the plate. So I picked the Kristoff and Sven um, design. They had also a plate that had um, Anna and Elsa available, and they did have advertised that they had one that had Olaf, but I think they had sold out, or they were out of the Olaf one at that location. But I went with that plate anyway. So anyway, lots of fun plate. Wanted to show that on this stream. Normally I would have waited for Let's Talk Turkey this weekend, which is going to be on Sunday night at 8 o'clock this weekend. Um, and Stay tuned. At the end of the stream, I am going to let you know an important update about Storyland for the next 2 weeks, regarding the schedule. So stay tuned at the end of the second story. Um, I will update you and about that. Some things to keep in mind. Um, so let me scroll up and say hello to everybody. Gloria Thibodeau, good evening, welcome. And Disney Magic and Mayhem, hello, Richard. Oh, Robin. Robin was under Richard's account. Hello, Robin. Yeah, I know Richard's actually live, so I kind of figured that when that you were maybe under Richard's account. Tina McNeil, hello. And hello to Chuck. Hello, hello. Um, Mark Langenkamp, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Mark. Mark, I pulled out the ornament that you gave me last year. I think it was last year. It's hanging up right over here. Um, and I was thinking about you last week or a couple of weeks ago when I pulled out all my ornaments, and so it's up there. So love it, love it. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, let's get on with the stories because I know that's why you are here. So the Olaf's holiday tradition expedition that I did on the stream yesterday is related to Olaf's Frozen Adventure, which is a special on Disney Plus that they put out a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and so it's inspired by the special, which is this book, and I'm going to read it. Olaf's Frozen Adventure. So let's get on with it. Olaf's Frozen Adventure, adapted by Andrea Posner Sanchez, illustrated by Joey Chow. There is a lot of activity in the Arendelle Castle. Everyone is preparing for a holiday party. Surprise! Olaf shouts as he jumps out from behind a pile of gifts. Not yet, Olaf, Anna tells the little snowman. The surprise party starts after the Yule bell rings, Elsa reminds him. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Hello. Anna and Elsa are just as excited as Olaf. It's their first Christmas together since they were little girls. The first of many more to come, Elsa says, smiling at her sister. Jane in Travels, hello, welcome in, John and Nancy. They rush out to the courtyard to welcome all the townspeople. Kristoff and Sven are there to watch the ringing of the Yule bell. At exactly 12 o'clock, Elsa, Anna, and Olaf ring the bell together. Then Elsa announces, "Let the holidays begin!" Yay! Everyone cheers and then turns to leave. Wait, wait, Anna calls after them. Won't you join us in the castle for a celebration? Elsa says. Thank you, Your Majesty, says Mr. Olson, but we need to get home to knit socks for our grandchildren. It's our family tradition. Everyone has their own traditions. No one can stay for the party. Oh no. Oh, I'll go. I'm always up for a party. I am a party. Kristoff tries to cheer up Elsa and Anna by showing them his holiday tradition. He plays a song and then reveals a rock statue of Flemmy the fungus troll. He plays it like now lick Flemmy's forehead and make a wish, Kristoff says. No thank you, the sisters say. Yeah. I'll pass too on that. Olaf turns to Anna and Elsa. What's your family tradition? He asks. Tell me. But because the sisters were apart for so many years, they don't have one. I'm sorry, Anna, Elsa says sadly. It's my fault that we don't have a tradition. Oh no. Olaf has an idea. He and Sven will find the best holiday traditions and bring them back to the castle for the sisters to enjoy. Ah, it's gonna find out what everyone does at that time of year. The little snowman knocks on doors throughout the kingdom to ask the townspeople about their traditions. Some families make candy canes, some bake fruitcakes, some light candles, and some decorate trees. Soon Sven's sleigh is filled with holiday items he has gathered. Olaf and Sven have just one more house to visit. Oh, just one more house to visit. Hmm. Woohoo! Oaken says when he sees them. Oaken's family enjoys a steam bath for their holiday tradition. He gives Olaf a mini sauna, complete with hot coals. He puts it on top of Sven's sleigh. Woohoo! But as Olaf and Sven head home, the sauna door opens and hot coals land on the other holiday items. Everything starts to burn. Then the sleigh falls over a cliff. Olaf lands on one side of the gorge, and Sven lands on the other. Okay, Sven, calls Olaf. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is a setback. Olaf still has one tradition left. A fruitcake. Meanwhile, Anna and Elsa are in the castle attic looking for any sign of their family traditions. I found my old Viking helmet and sorceress cloak in my trunk, Elsa says. What's in yours, Elsa? Mostly gloves, Elsa replies as she looks through piles of gloves. Then she gasps and pulls out a small box with. Okay. Then she gasps and pulls out a small box with bells on top. Maybe our tradition is in here. Olaf and Sven start to head home from opposite sides of the gorge. Sven's path is clear and easy. Olaf has to make his way through a dark forest filled with wolves. Ah, puppies, Olaf says excitedly. Sven races to the castle stables to get help for his friend. Oh. Sven finds Anna and Elsa and lets them know that Olaf is in trouble. Oh no, Anna says. Olaf is lost in the forest and being chased by hungry wolves, adds Elsa. They quickly form a search party. While searching in the woods, Anna notices a carrot poking out of a snowbank. Hmm, I wonder where Olaf could be, she says. Well, he probably went on a mission to find traditions for Anna and Elsa, a voice replies, but they caught fire and fell off a cliff, and then a hawk took the fruitcake. Sven gently grabs Olaf's carrot nose and pulls him out of the snow. I'm sorry, you still don't have a tradition, the snowman says sadly to Anna and Elsa. But we do, Anna says as she opens the small box from the attic. Look, inside are drawings Anna made of Olaf when she was a little girl. The day Elsa created Olaf was Anna. The day Elsa created Olaf was Anna's fondest memory. Every winter after that, Anna made a drawing of Olaf as a holiday gift for her sister. You're the one who brought us together and kept us connected when we were apart, Anna Elsa explains. Olaf, you're our tradition. Surprise! Shouts Anna. Main Street Nick, welcome in, Nick. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day. Soon the townspeople make their way to the forest clearing. They are relieved to see that Olaf is safe. It's time to celebrate. Elsa uses her magic powers to make a beautiful ice tree. Children decorate the tree with glowing lanterns. I think Arendelle has a new tradition, Elsa says happily. Anna gives the snowman a warm hug. Thank you, Olaf. And that is the end of Olaf's Frozen Adventure. All right. Hope you guys all enjoyed that story. Welcome in again to Nick, Main Street Nick. Welcome into the stream. Great to have you in and everybody. Don't think I mentioned this at the beginning. If you haven't already, pop that like button. And if you're watching this on the replay, leave a comment below. Let me know that you watched. And if you're watching Ninja mode in the background without chatting, say hello also after the stream. And I will, so I can see that you were watching. And also the QR code up here in the corner up here. The QR code right there is my Linktree page, which has all my social media um, as well. And so yeah, it's me, David T. Hello, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, well, let's move on to the second story for tonight. It's a good one. It's How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Da 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 da. Dun da dun da 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 dun da dun. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please, don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was two sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in the Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys, and then, oh, the noise! Oh, the noise, 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 noise! That's one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They'd feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bell ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, clucked. What a great Grinchy trick! With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No. The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread and he tied a big horn on top of his head. Hmm. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, "Get up!" and the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. Hmm. All their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first house, or the first little house on the square. "This is stop number one," the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Hmm. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. "These stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present: pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. Then he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimbley. Okay, excuse me, guys. Bless me. Wow. Gesundheit. On with the story. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. Mm. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? Anne Marie, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great Thursday. It's Thursday, right? Oh yeah, because I'm doing the stream. Anyway. But do you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there and bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Hmm. Debbie Thunert, welcome in. Hello. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great evening. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Oh no. Like Grinchy Grinch, Grinchy Grinch. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouses. Oh dear. It was 1/4 past dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled, packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchishly humming. They'll f- they're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. Oh. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, and he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Shocking. Quite shocking, of course. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or another, it came. Just the same. Oh, wow. Who'd have thunk? And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours, till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Hi, Dave. Dave's Disney Dreams. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And hold on, and he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. And that is the end of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is our second and final story tonight on the stream. Hope you enjoyed that. Welcome in again to all the friends who popped in during that story. Welcome in. All right, well, that is our Storyland for this week. So just a quick programming note, guys. The next 2 weeks, because Storyland is normally on Thursdays, but Christmas Day and New Year's Day are on Thursdays this year. I am going to be doing Storyland on the Tuesdays. So the 23rd next week, the 23rd at 8 o'clock, and the 30th at 8 o'clock will be Storyland. And those 2 weeks, as we're still going to be in the month of December, I have more Christmas stories to read, so I hope you'll come in and join me. Also, next Monday night, on the 22nd, I'm doing a special reading, a special stream called The Reason for the Season, where I'll be reading the biblical story of the biblical account of the birth of Jesus. So I'll be doing that Monday night at 8 o'clock p.m. as well next week. And then, in addition, my Peanuts Countdown to Christmas is continuing each morning at 8 a.m. in the morning. I don't have any other outings days, so it's going to be at 8 o'clock every morning. There will be no 7:30 mornings that I foresee. So hopefully, first thing in the morning, you can pop in for just a short story with the Peanuts gang, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, all them celebrating Christmas and counting down to Christmas Day. So, and Let's Talk Turkey is on Sunday night this weekend, and then it'll go back to Saturday night. Um, uh, yes, it'll be so the 21st. It will be Sunday night. Will be Let's Talk Turkey, and then it'll be back to Saturday night. Following that. Okay, Wilby, welcome in. Great to have you in. But so just some programming notes there. We're getting closer to Christmas. Closer to Christmas. So I've enjoyed reading the stories here on Storyland and very much for you guys. And I hope you've enjoyed them. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. I hope that you guys have a gobbletastic night and a fabulous Christmas season if I don't see you in chats again, but I probably will. I've got an idea that maybe you will. Maybe I'll be seeing you guys. We've got quite a few streams coming up. Anyway, guys, thank you again, everyone watching live, everyone on the replay. Thank you also, everyone watching in the background, Ninja Mode, as well. Thank you so much, guys. And so that's going to do it. Have a great evening, guys. Great Thursday evening. And I'll see you next time here on Storyland. And again, don't forget Tuesdays, the next 2 Tuesdays at 8 p.m. is going to be the Storyland streams. So hopefully you will make plans and be able to pop in for that. So take care, guys. I'll see you next time right here on Storyland. Bye, guys.